Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mel. To the returning and the new subscribers, lovely to see you as always, and thank you for your support. To the lurkers in the shadows, come on guys, click the subscribe button below and join the family. Today I'll be sharing this quick and easy everyday look that is on my face. It's very beginner friendly, so let's jump straight into the video. But before I do that, remember to like, share, comment and subscribe so that I know that you enjoy the content, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, which is right below. Okay, straight to the video. Alright, so we're going to start off with the clean canvas. My face has been washed and moisturized, and I'm going to put a bit of lip balm on my lips and some primer on my face. This is just a regular lip balm. Make sure that my lips are nice and moisturized. Then I use the LA Girl Pro Prep High Definition Primer. Okay, so I'm going to put on my primer. I'm just going to look into my mirror, which is just a little on this side. So you just smooth that into your skin. Not too much, just enough. Okay, next we're going to do the eyebrows. There are 1,000,001 eyebrow tutorials on YouTube, so I'm not going to get into too much detail. I fill mine out with a pencil, a brown pencil, and outline with the concealer that's about 1 or 2 shades lighter than me. So just watch as I do it. And y'all don't tell me that my ears were looking crazy a few seconds ago. So this scarf is because I tied down my edges, because a girl always gotta have baby hairs. Okay, onto the eyebrows. I brush them up. Take my pencil. Fill in. I try not to be too heavy-handed. I mostly focus on the parts where my eyebrows are a bit sparse. So remember, as you're doing your eyebrows, the eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And as much as they're sisters, there should be a strong family resemblance, okay? Okay, so I filled in my other eyebrow off camera. I know like I've got 2 caterpillars on my face, but we're gonna fix that. Just gonna brush them up. Before we go in with the concealer. A little trick that I do with my eyebrows, because eyebrows are normally lighter from the front and they darken as they go right to the arch, and they sort of like, you know, remain a solid color to the end of the eyebrow. What I do so that I don't get the angry caterpillar look is just simply wipe with my finger like that, lightly, to sort of like lighten the front part of my eyebrow. So for my concealer, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Fawn. In the summer months, when it's warmer, I go for Toast because I'll be a bit darker. So I just put a bit of product on the back of my hand, like so. Not too much. I don't really like putting too much concealer. You know, don't waste. Then I take this type of brush. I think it's a concealer brush, I don't know. And I outline my eyebrow and I blend. So just watch. So I dab on one side of my brush, I flip it over, and I dab again. Let me take my mirror and we get on with it. So I'm just drawing a line under my eyebrow, following the natural shape. That was with one side of the brush, right? Then I flip it over. I use the other side of the brush. I put concealer and I outline the top part of the eyebrow. just like this. Then I start to blend it out, going outwards, away from the eyebrow. When I get to the front of my eyebrow, very lightly with the same concealer brush, I sort of like tap on the part which I lightened with my finger before. Very, very lightly. Very, very lightly. I'm not trying to smudge the pencil away completely. Just lighten it a bit. Voila. Okay, so I'm back with my eyebrows related, as you can see. Then I'm gonna take some brow gel. This is the Technique Clear Brow Gel, and I'm gonna just brush my eyebrows into place. I like putting a brow gel, sort of like to just tame the hairs on my eyebrow, keep them in place. There. Next we're gonna do the eye makeup. So I still have some product on the back of my hands. So I'm gonna use this as like the base for my eyeshadow. Get a nice even color, especially if you're like me, you've got lots of hyperpigmentation. It sort of helps to balance things out. So I'm gonna tap a bit, then cover my lid there. See, nice and even. So for eye look today, we're gonna be using the La Roque Tequila Sunrise palette, as well as the Sleek Vintage Romance palette. Let me show you the colors. Since we're creating a wearable everyday look, I'm gonna go with Coffee Bean right here. So dab, 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 dab my brush into there. And I start from this corner here, my crease. So one thing I've noticed about eye makeup is that people have got different shapes of eyes. So you need to figure out as you work with your makeup what really suits your eye shape. So what I basically do, I dab at the corner. I like it really intense. Then I use the excess product, I push it into my crease towards my inner eye, just like that. So I'm just blending that color in there. So this is done. We're gonna move on to the transition color, where I'm gonna blend out this color just a little bit. We're taking this color right here, dab, dab, dab. I'm just gonna start working the color up, blending out the edges of the coffee bean color that I put there. Then I'm gonna take this color here, just gonna pat that onto my lid, and I'll be done with this eye. Okay, so the eye makeup is done. I'm just gonna draw a wing using the Line to 5 waterproof eyeliner pen from W7. I start on the corner of my eye and I just draw. Line. There. Okay, now that our eyes are done, we're gonna do the foundation. So I use two foundations, the Revlon Color Stay in Carob and the Milani Conceal Perfect in Cool Espresso. So I find this is a bit too warm for my skin tone, and this is a bit too, I don't know, I just mix them together because it's hard. I'm struggling to find perfect foundation shade. So I take this one, the Color Stay, I put a pump. I'm very light on the foundation. I don't like to do too much because I've got discoloration around my mouth and it runs down to my neck. And I put just a little bit of the Milani. If you want to correct some discoloration, like I've got lots of discoloration around my mouth due to hyperpigmentation, you can just take a bit of that orange concealer and conceal some of those imperfections. So just gonna put a little bit here. So with concealer or color corrector, just use it where you need it, not everywhere. Blend it into my skin. So the point of color corrector, is to sort of balance out the dark blue hues that are in my discoloration. As you can see, it's starting to look a bit more evenish, not so, you know. Anyway, back to our foundation. I mix those two together and I dab. I think most of my foundation goes around my discolored areas more than anything. Take a damp beauty blender, lightly tap the foundation into place. There. See? My face matches my neck. It's just the discoloration on my neck. Nothing I can do about it, but you know, flawless. Okay, so back to our concealer. This is in Fawn. I'll put a little bit in the back of my hand again. And because I don't like an overly bright concealer, I tend to mix it with whatever's left on the back of my hand to sort of like tone it down. You don't have to do this if you like a bright highlight. I don't. So I dab under my eye. I feel like this brings dimension back to the face. I've got a 5 head, so I do not do the most with highlighting my forehead. I love it, but I'm not trying to draw unnecessary attention to it. My chin, my beard area, mustache area, as I call it. Then a bit down my nose. Then I blend. So that's how I bring dimension back to my face. With that done, I do not cream contour. That's just me. So I use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. It's got 3 shades. It's got a contour, color, sculpt, and highlight. I use the sculpt to contour because I find that their contour color is a bit too dark. So I just take a brush like this, dab, 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 very lightly, suck in my cheeks. There. I'm just following the natural hollows on my face, you know. So I go right around my forehead, side of my face, cheekbone, and just dabbing that in. My contour is done. Next, I set my highlight. I use the W7 Banana Dreams loose powder. Put a bit in the lid. Press this powder into my skin wherever I put the highlight. There. Then I go in with my regular all over face powder at this point, which is the e.l.f. finishing powder, and this is in deep dark. It looks like this. Take a fluffy brush like so, dab dab, tap tap. I don't really like the over powdered look. This is just a finish off the face. And the face is finished. And my favorite part, blush. I love blush. I'm a blush girl. I feel like blush brings the color back to the face. I love this palette because I use it as my blush and for my shadows. I take this color here, Sangria, Teddy Bear, and Blood Orange. I just go boop, 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 and I swipe that on my cheeks. Isn't that gorgeous? Then I take it around my face, whatever's left on the brush. I take it up onto my forehead to give me that sun-kissed look. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm gonna set my face using the L'Oreal Infallible Fixing Mist. I shake that. Spray. Then wait for it to dry. Okay, now that the setting spray has set, I'm gonna go in with my mascara. This is the NYC Smoking Hot Showtime Volume Mascara. So I do not use falsies, so I depend on mascara to get the job done, to get that volume. I always put my mascara after the setting spray because I don't want it to run. Do my bottom lashes. Second of last, we're gonna highlight. Just gonna take this fan brush into my Black Radiance contour sculpt palette, whatever. Just gonna swish a bit of the highlighter here. Swish a bit. There. Glistening, honey. I'm gonna be lining my lips with this pencil here, David's pencil. It's in a maroonish color. Okay, lips lined. I'm gonna go in with the Revlon cream lipstick in Rum Raisin. This is the sort of lipstick that you can wear every day. So I learned this trick, I think, from Jackie Aina, where you do this to stop your lipstick from crusting. Like, that removes the excess lipstick. Then I also take a bit of paper, toilet paper, and I blot the excess. And I'm done.